Hi, thanks for watching. Please click like and subscribe and stay tuned after the video to see how you can keep this channel going. On to the show. Hello humans, I'm Addison Smith, just Addi, and welcome to my bed. I wish this was a sexy video series, but this is where I end up spending a lot of my time. You see, I have a disability, a genetic disorder called hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome, or hEDS, or hEDS. And hEDS ends up putting me in bed, sometimes for days at a time. And that's the clever origin of the name of this video series, In Bed with hEDS. hEDS is a connective tissue disorder. That means my body does not make connective tissue correctly, and connective tissue makes up about 80% of the human body, so it can really screw me up in lots of ways. My form of EDS, the hypermobile type, concentrates the damage it does to the joints, making them really loose, but also affects the GI tract, skin, nerves. Yeah, it's a lot. Then those effects have their own effects, like dislocated joints, neck vertebrae, stippling and pinching nerves, headaches, gastric issues, poor coordination, and a lot. It's just a lot. I want this series to educate people about hEDS, and I'll be using myself as a case study. I believe people should know about this disorder, and I have a way of showing the effects of one's collagen not being strong enough. My own story. I'll be talking about not just the symptoms and the pain of hEDS, but the consequences, the financial, emotional, social, and even existential consequences. I'll also be talking about the knock-on effects for one's family. Like I said, it's a genetic disorder. If a parent has the bad gene or genes, there's a 50% chance that they'll pass it on to their kids. Like, each kid has a 50% chance. And like all genetic disorders, the expression of the gene is different in every person. My expression is mild compared to others. I didn't even really know I had it until recently. I've had head-related issues my whole life, but doctors and I never put it together because it is a mild case. When my kids started showing symptoms, things then started to come together. Their symptoms are much stronger than mine, and we were looking for answers for them, and their doctor said it looks like EDS, but there was no family history of the disorder, so he couldn't make a diagnosis. I got checked out to see if I was the missing link, and the specialist took a look at my medical history and said, "Yup, you have hEDS." It wasn't that simple, but it was a single visit to get my diagnosis. In that instant, my medical history finally made sense. The ever-increasing maladies I've been getting over the last few years now have a known source, which is actually a lot off my mind. It's good to know what's wrong with you. And most importantly, my kid was able to get a diagnosis so they can get the help that they need. So I'll be talking about familial consequences also. All this and more will be covered in this limited series, In Bed with hEDS. I hope you'll come back and learn more about this disorder, and I hope you'll consider this. Thanks for watching my channel. Please click like, share, and subscribe, and check out my other titles. Have a question for any show? Send it to questions@addisonsagenda.com. On my website, addisonsagenda.com, you can learn about booking me to speak at your event and much more. All money made from speaking, videos, or through a GoFundMe goes to help with the medical bills my kid and I have due to hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome. The link to the GoFundMe is below, as is a link to the Ehlers-Danlos Society, where you can learn more about EDS. Thanks again for watching. Peace and long life.